unwantedly. So you also have to prepare. Okay, now, if they try to compare, so how you can convince him logically there is no point to compare the static class with a private constructor. Because if class is having a private constructor, it is concerned to creational pattern. Creational pattern. So the singleton pattern comes under your creational, your cloning said to be prototype pattern comes under again creational. The static class is not basically a kind of any pattern, but uh, we have this creational pattern and there we have this singleton pattern. So if class is having a private constructor and if he has gone for comparison, just hold on to say, just I'm giving answer. First complete yourself, otherwise if you directly jump to give an answer, you'll be in trouble then. So first complete your word, your points, then you can go there. So now the points are respectively, and he will not ask again. So by your points, he will be really convinced. So if class is having a private constructor, first point is new operator is unapproachable for intruders or any other classes in same module or in different module. New operator is not allowed for other classes. First point. That's called you're encapsulating the new operator from outside world is called encapsulating the new operator inside the class. And don't compare with the static class. So your answer will give the definition when to go for a static class. Sir, next point is, if class is having a private constructor, one thing is quite clear. Resource is not infinite, so I can allow everyone to allocate the memory for this class explicitly. Resource cannot be infinite, so that I should not allow everyone to allocate this class explicitly or intentionally. It means if class is having a private constructor, memory of this class will be definitely created only within this class. Only within this class. Only within this class. So this class is having an ownership for memory allocation, and no one can take the ownership for memory allocation of this class. It's again achieved the single responsibility principle. This class is enough for allocating a memory, and everyone can consuming that memory for that object. Okay. So if the intention is, if class is having a new operator, this class will internally allocate the memory and we can share the memory address to everyone. So, and we can check by every class is having a base class, whether Java or C# is having a base class called object class, and object class is having a function called a get hash code. Get hash code. So how do I know I'm getting the same memory location of that object? So by the get hash code. So get hash code is basically a function of object class. And it proves me I'm not getting a separate memory, I'm getting a same memory. It is a Java class or C# class, a get hash code is a function. Now, so by your answer, he will not go for pressurizing you to comparison because you have given the answer. Answer was, if any class is having a private constructor, this class is enough for memory allocation of his own class. Memory allocation of his own class. And don't say whereas. He understood your answer. He understood what you want to say. So if class is having a private constructor, this class is taking the responsibility, the memory of allocation of this class. But it doesn't mean the memory of this class will not be allocated within the class itself. So it's again a kind of lazy initialization. Lazy initialization. It's called on demand. So whenever someone requests to me for getting the memory address of that object, that time I will allocate the memory for that object, and I will assign the memory address to the others. And others also wants to go for allocating memory for your class. He cannot. I'm providing the same object to everyone, everyone, everyone. Okay, but one thing is there. One thing is there. If class, if class, if class is having the private constructor, if class is having the private constructor, so that's very true. This class will take a responsibility for himself for memory allocation. It means this class will allocate memory for himself. Now, what he will write? P, suppose class name is P, and P is printer. Take an example, printer. And we have 3 developers sitting in the same LAN, developer 1, developer 2, developer 3. So he put the system, printer gets initialized automatic. So printer space P is equal to new printer. New printer. Listen very careful. So because he attached the printer with this his own system. So driver of this printer will be activated once he boot the system. So that this developer or this network engineer boot the system. As soon as he boots the system, so driver for printer gets initialized. And he also gives some kind of, a voice. The printer is initialized. Some kind of voice comes. Now, so printer is initialized. Now, I want to access your printer. He also wants to access your printer. Will you give the other memory address, or will you give same memory address of that printer? Share your printer. Listen very careful my word. Share your printer in network. If you don't share the printer in your network and you open the network neighborhood, he will be watching there. A printer is shareable and HP whatever 401. It means the owner of this class allocate a memory of this class. So object instantiation is not sufficient because this object should be shareable for everyone. This object should be shareable for everyone. If data is shareable, I would have gone for making the class as a static. I would have gone for making the variable as a static. But I want to share this object among for everyone. I want to share my object for everyone. This is the cause. This object should mark as a static. Okay. So stance of the same class. Stance of the same class should be static. Okay. Stance of the same class should be static. And what we say network term, share this net printer in a network. Then every developers can go for accessing the same printer location. HP 101, HP 101, HP 102. So if class is having a private constructor, don't go for singleton in starting 1 minute, please. If class is having a private constructor, handle the things. When you make anything as a static, it's not good in multi-user environment. Multi-user environment, because there is a chance of getting the concurrencies issue also. It's called deadlock. One is trying to now. So first point, if class is having the private constructor, understand the psychology and the logic behind this. Don't go for singleton at least for next 1 minute or 2 minutes. Then what you will say, Sandeep, if class is having the private constructor, this class takes responsibility for memory allocation of this class. This class takes a responsibility for memory allocation of this class, because this class can apply new operator. But writing a new operator not basically sufficient, because he demands. All 3 demands are this object. So if you apply the get hash code, I'm giving three different memory then. So I want to have single memory address for everyone. So in this case, I will make this object as a static. Okay. And if you make this object as a static, do apply get hash code, you'll be getting a same memory address for 331 because single object is there. And one also logic comes, if any class is having singleton, I don't want to use, I'm saying shareable object. How object can be shareable? Recall a data set. How data set, or take any object, come on, hash table object or dictionary object, how this object can be shareable among multiple Java classes or multiple C# classes? Tell me, how this object can be shareable for multiple classes. So why don't you can pass this object to application. So you take one variable and you assign this object to a CTR variable of application type, and you can use a same object in multiple code behind or multiple Java files or multiple Java classes. Okay. So otherwise, I cannot say you go for making an object of dataset class and mark it as a static, because if class is having a private constructor, he can decide himself for making the object as a static type. He will decide. Or you can assign this object to application level variable as a global level variable, and you can access the same object multiple places. And in other way, if you think for in other aspects, So I'm moving for an interview, fresh. What I have said, moving for next interview. Sandeep, why you have taken the class as a private? You're taking the class and there you have taken the private constructor. If class is having a private constructor, it enforces, listen, in second definition, in other interview, if class is having a private constructor, if this class enforce, or this class has to have any method, any properties of a static type, then any other classes can communicate to you. Just for communication. Not I'm losing the power of instantiation, I'm losing the power of encapsulation, I'm not losing anything. Just for communication, I should have this static. Can I use your marker, sir? Can I use your key of the scooty, sir? Can I use your laptop, sir? Just for communication, I do have the static function or static properties. Just for. Then you go for static class then. This is the cause he has already gone for comparison. Because by your answer, he will make a question. He's not sitting intentionally to ask these questions to you. I was just taking the batch of Web API. So if you start your career learning by the Web API, then you never know what is service. If you don't know WCF, because what's the difference between Web API and WCF? What you will say? Web API is not IS host based environment. It has having own self server for hosting, and you can deploy over any server. No, yaar, come on. These kind of answer not acceptable once you show a 10 or 15 plus experience. Because why do we learn service? For the messaging of data. If I say Deepak Gupta, I want to talk to you hours and hours and hours. Never possible. I can talk to him on a network hours and hours, because resource matters. Does he is having internet connectivity, proper bandwidth? Some limitation is there. It's better you come down to Delhi, I can come down to your place. I can sit in front of you. I can talk hours and hours because air is a communication. Air is a communication. Here, network is a communication. And if there is a network connection, some constraints there, some bandwidth there, some packet size there. Oh yes, packet size. So when you go for communication by the WCF, messaging is not basically, messaging is fixed because envelope is carrying uh, only a 65 KB. So messaging only for 65 KB. Why I love Web API? Because I'm messaging by the protocol body. As a moving network, I'm moving on a network, or I'm moving on a network by the bus. I'm moving over the network, or I'm moving over the network by the bus. Understand the difference? By the bus is called envelope. It has having 40 seats or 70 seats. So I want to go for messaging there. I can send 1 GB of data from Web API to MVC front end. But darling, I can't send 1 GB of data from WCF to MVC front end. We have to go for enabling a MTOM, message transmission mechanism. We have to go for buffering to streaming. We have to see the envelope size. Envelope size is 65 KB, and I'm sending a 2 GB of data. So 65 KB and 2 GB. 2 GB divided by 65 KB, then the number of envelopes comes, then you can send over the network and look at network timeout then. These kind of answer you have to give, darling, while you're migrating from WCF to Web API, idiot. Similarly, if I say, if class is having a private constructor and that class has to have any static function for communication, it gets my point and try to compare with the static class. Why you go for static class then? तो आप खुद ना अपने पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हो खुद. So if you say Web API is Kestrel based and it is independent to this server, or this kind of answer not acceptable. Come on here, because whatever APIs are written is just for messaging, and messaging, I don't want any limitation of data over the messaging. You go for streaming, you go for streaming. So there we send the data by the envelope. Here there is no envelope. Envelope less because I'm sending the data over the protocol. Look at this man is moving on a network. He's moving over a network. So 1 lakh persons are moving on a network from Noida to Meerut every day. Not by the any communication envelope, like simply moving over the network. So if you say, if class is having a private constructor, and that class has to have a static function for communication, you get a struck. And he will definitely go for comparison with the static class. Then what I say, Sandeep sir, say like this, if class is having the private constructor, that class is taking a responsibility for memory allocation of the same class. Point 1. And now this class is taking ownership for memory allocation. Do you think? Don't you think if class is marked as a static, can write a new operator for the same class? Never ever. If class marked as a static, you can't write a new for that class. But if class is having a private constructor, that class is capable for intention only that class is capable for memory allocation of the same class. And once memory is allocated, you want to pass to Vinod, you want to pass to Prasoon sir, you want to pass Ashish sir, you want to pass Deepak Gupta sir. It's up to me. I make this object for myself only or for everyone. One thing is there. I'm not giving control to Deepak to allocate my class. I'm not giving a control to Vinod to allocate my class. I'm creating an object of my class for what? For whom? For everyone. As a common use. Okay, then I will mark that object as static. And now Vinod access, Deepak access, Prasoon access, everyone access at the same point of time. Then the problem comes for the concurrencies. Concurrencies problem comes. Or you can say deadlock problem comes because everyone is attempting to get a object at the same point of time. Someone is trying to modify, someone is trying to delete the data. So look at inconsistencies comes when you go for sharing that object over the network or multi-user environment. Then we have to go for log concept, double padding concept, or read only. Read only is not enough because read only means no one can change. True. I have made object. So look at first, if class is having a private constructor, first safety, I'm responsible for memory allocation. Sandeep sir, you are allocating a memory, you're not giving to me. Oh yes, I am just giving to you. You are allocating memory. You don't allocate a memory. I will not allocate memory for your class. You are allocating memory. Please give it to me. Deepak says, Sandeep sir, galat baat hai. You are allocating and not giving to me. Oh, let me make my object as a static. The moment if I make this object static, I've done a blender mistake because all are attempting to access the data from the same object. One intentionally update, one intentionally delete. So how you can have the data, how you can have the, you will be having a inconsistencies there, So that's why you make a read only. Okay. So read only static. Yes. Read only static. Vinod can only access. Deepak has made a move bana ke baitha hai. So he can only access. Ashish sir, he can only access. Nobody can attempt to change the data. But darling, person is very nice person. What he does, he's accessing my object by the separate thread. He's trying to access my object using a separate thread. Then your read only is not sufficient. Read only is good when multiple users, multiple application, or in your application, others program, in your application, in others program is trying to access, and you have made read only static. This is good. But darling, multiple threads is trying to access this object, and sir, you have made this object as a read only static. Read only will be only applied when everyone is accessing over the same thread. One program. In my application, I have multiple programs. So multiple programs can access my data, and read only ensure no one can change. I know read only. But read only plus a static not applicable in multi-user environment. Even the read only is failed. And what you will do? I will go for lock. Why you want to go for lock? Because request comes from multiple threads. Multiple thread and read only. Never work as a read only. So read only plus static is good, but read only plus static is not good when you go for multi-user environment. Then you have to have in that class not only sufficient class plus read only plus static plus any lock, LOCK lock. Any lock has to have there for preventing you from the concurrencies issue. So read only is not sufficient, Sandeep Karan. It's good for single thread. So one object, multiple object over single thread, read only is good. Listen my question. Multiple object in a single thread, you can handle the read only. But sir, multiple object from multiple threads, go and try read only will not work. Read only will not work. Not as thread safety. Then you have to have any kind of lock. So you allow, Vinod is accessing and doing some changes. Deepak Gupta sir is in queue. And once he has finished his work by Vinod, then Deepak can go for accessing. It's called one after one, it's called lock.